Okay, so you've been following some royal news,
Yeah.
right? And you're also keeping tabs on, like, environmental stuff.
Yeah.
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into two stories that you might think are totally separate.
Okay.
One's an update on Kate Middleton, and the other is all about Prince William and this thing called the Earthshot Prize.
Interesting.
But stick with us. There's actually a really, like a cool connection between them, a thread running through both.
I'm intrigued. Let's unravel this thread.
All right, so first up, Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
Prince William was actually in South Africa recently
Okay.
for this Earthshot Prize thing we'll talk about in a sec. But while he was there, he gave like a super quick, reassuring update about Kate.
Oh, good. How's she doing?
He just said, straight up, she's doing really well.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Right. Didn't go into details or anything, but hey, good news is good news, you know?
Exactly. And I do find it interesting that he, chose to share this while he was at an event that's all about solutions,
That's true, yeah.
Environmental solutions. The Earthshot Prize Awards. Maybe a little hint about what's on his mind these days.
Totally. Okay, so let's talk about this Earthshot Prize. So
Yeah.
for anyone who hasn't like really looked into it, what is it?
It's kind of like, how we have the Nobel Prize?
Mm.
It's kind of like that, but for the planet.
Okay.
So it's all about finding these amazing solutions to the really big environmental challenges we're facing.
Right.
Climate change, pollution, all that.
Yeah.
And they pick 5 winners every year.
Oh, wow.
And each winner gets £1 million.
£1 million.
To help them, scale up their ideas,
Yeah.
Make a real impact.
Wow, that's incredible.
It is.
So it's not just like a recognition thing. It's really helping them.
It's about action,
Yeah.
putting these solutions into practice.
I love that.
Yeah.
So beyond the money and the recognition, there's also this vibe, this idea of urgent optimism that seems to be like a big part of the Earthshot Prize.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a really good point.
What is that all about? Like, what does that even mean?
So, we're all facing these really serious environmental challenges, right? Climate change, it's scary stuff.
Yeah.
And it's easy to feel overwhelmed, right?
Totally.
Like, what can we even do?
Yeah.
But urgent optimism is about acknowledging that urgency. Like, yeah, things are serious. We need to act now. But it's also about choosing to focus on solutions.
Okay.
Focus on action instead of getting bogged down in despair.
I like that. So it's like, yeah, things are bad, but we've got this.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
a good way to put it.
Okay. So something else that really struck me about all this, and this kind of ties back to Kate in a weird way, is Prince William's focus on young people in this whole environmental thing.
Yeah.
He actually said, and this is a direct quote, "Without them, the future is bleak." Wow. That's a pretty heavy statement.
It is.
But it makes you realize, how important, how crucial it is to get young people involved in this.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, they're the ones who are going to inherit this planet, right? They're the ones who are going to be dealing with the consequences of what we do or don't do.
Yeah.
So their energy, their ideas, their, hopefully their optimism, that's essential to finding and implementing the solutions.
Yeah. I mean, they're not just sitting around waiting for permission to fix things.
They're not.
They're diving in.
They're taking action.
It's pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
And you're seeing this reflected in all sorts of ways, right? Like their activism,
Yes.
their ideas,
Yeah.
and just their presence at events like the Earthshot Prize.
Absolutely. I mean, think about Greta Thunberg.
Right.
She started this whole movement, when she was, 15?
Yeah, it's incredible.
She's inspired millions of young people to, demand action on climate change.
Yeah.
And it's not just her.
Mm.
There are so many other young people out there doing incredible things, developing new technologies, starting businesses, that are focused on sustainability. And it's a testament to the power of that urgent optimism. It's not just a concept, it's a driving force.
Yeah, I love that. So we've gone from a little royal news to this big call to action for a sustainable future.
Yeah.
And Prince William's really pushing for this urgent optimism. But it makes you wonder, what's your version of urgent optimism?
Yeah.
What's one thing you could do, maybe this week even, to contribute to a brighter future?
That's a good question to ask yourself.
Something to ponder.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.